Alrighty. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another stream. So I'm feeling not bad today, but fairly low energy. So I thought, rather than force myself through a very difficult part of Bloodborne or canceling stream entirely, maybe I'd do something else. Oh, thank you for kitty paws and tail, Panda. And I've been long overdue for another Slay the Princess gallery hunting playthrough, and I've been thinking about the game a lot lately. I always do in general, but Katie and Catburger released a really good essay about it recently that's had it on my mind even more than usual. One second, I need to slightly adjust Kitty Cat's sensitivity. No, not that one, you goof. Right about there. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, well, thank you for Pet Lucky Purr. So I have a bit of a theme. This is going to be an on-rails playthrough. I have pretty much the whole thing planned out, but I have a bit of a theme to keep it, in my mind, hopefully cohesive, and unlock a lot of cool gallery stuff along the way. So with that said, we're going to just jump right in. And I usually let the intro thing, but I'd have to restart the game, and it's fine. We know the deal. Horror game, trigger warnings, etc. Please take care of yourselves. This game can be kind of intense. So let's do it. If I need to move Kitty Cat, I will. Chapter 1: The Hero and the Princess. Ah, shit. Alright, well, y'all know what the first line sounds like. So now we're here. Yeah, I'm no Johnny Sims, so we need to make sure we have him. No narrator. This will be an interesting story without the narrator. Stud Muffin, I love you too. How was Symphony of the Night? So I think... Oh yeah, we don't want me there because I'll be covering up options a lot. Let's try the other side of the screen. Shit, I was muted? My apologies. Right about there. Okay, let's try that. This game wants a lot of screen real estate, so we may have to move things around. Kitty Cat's gonna end up covering some red text there. We're gonna cover something here and there, but it'll be okay. Alright. So I'm not gonna do like every single explore option at the beginning, but I want to set up some kind of context. My theme for the run tonight is trying to find cheeky ways to get her out of the cabin. Which fortunately I had enough undiscovered gallery entries left that I think I can pretty much do that. So we want to set up for our character a little bit of kind of narrative context for that. So we're gonna do our best to make the narrator just kind of sound like bullshit, which he normally does anyway, but let's do killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
I will never like the narrator for that line. Johnny, how I've missed your voice. No kidding. Let's see. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
We just met. You have no way of knowing. Well, as far as my character is concerned, anyway. Let's do... Can't someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Don't judge what I wouldn't do for women. Lucky's got the right idea. All right, let's go on to the cabin. We've got enough reason. We don't really have a lot of reason, but we're just going to be stubbornly like, I don't really want to do that. We're going to go say hi to pretty lady. Continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
In the world for pretty princess. Pretty much what we're going to go for this go around.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
In a hotel room, there will be no reason for her to want to destroy the world. Oh my god.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
So to start us off, we're going to enter the basement. No blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Why do I get the feeling you would say that no matter what the basement was like?
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Let's do... Do we wanna just go for it? No, let's say hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
Cold goodnight. Oh, I've missed your voice. I think you just missed Slay the Princess, Panda.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be of threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
No, hold on. Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
And forks are found in kitchens. What's your name?
Oh.
She
It's a
pauses,
strange name.
carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Didn't you just tell me your name is O?
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put Kitty Cat at the bottom, and he's going to occasionally cover up some of the white text, but most of the white text is voice acted and a lot of it is squished towards the middle like that one there. And then we're gonna put chat up here, and if it covers up some red text here and there, that's fine. Princess of Princess. Let's see. She's like, hey, do you want to go on a cruise with me? And I'm like, sure, of course. Do you want to go on nope, Royal Caribbean. Oh, never mind. There's a cruise line called Princess to make my shitty joke at least make some kind of sense. Anyway, so Princess is your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Chapter 1, Princess aesthetic has such a charm to her art style. I agree. Though probably toxically, I prefer Harsh Princess. I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. Actually, no. What are you gonna do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Why am I not surprised, Lucky?
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter. It's not like you'd believe me.
You're probably right. Let's do... If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
I have to kind of excuse myself into the first one I'm going for here. And I think from there, mentally, it makes sense to me. It's probably not going to make sense to anyone else why I chose these in the order I did, but...
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
Alright, so listen.
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
Listen, princess, I don't really trust him. He's like, who? Never mind that. But I also don't really trust you. Sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up, and it isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential fate of the world. Or the voice in my head.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
So, what? You're going to try and kill me? You'll regret this. I promise you. But go ahead. Run along and get whatever you're planning to get.
I don't trust the voice in my head, lady in the basement.
But you'd better hope that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing, but hurry. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all.
She's so dainty demure, slipping out of chains like a cunty queen.
You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet.
Small moments where your mic picks up a noise pop and Kitty Cat opens his mouth for 2 seconds are hilarious. It makes it look like you're smiling at the switch. That is funny. It's when I slide the switch to mute and unmute because I ate a snack before we started and so I'm all stuffy. But that is funny.
Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
We got to go... Wait. Yeah. She's lost an arm. I'm locking her down here and letting her bleed out. Wait. No, I don't want to lock her down there alone. Did I fuck up? Hold on. We're early enough that I'll just start over if I fucked up. Let's see what happens if I do this. I think this leads to nightmare
and she's missing an arm.
with the special.
Finish this right here, right now.
What I'm looking for is locking the door, but not like leaving. Okay, you're right. Let's finish this.
To the corners of the room. You don't see her.
Maybe I was just
Where is she?
getting ahead of myself. Yeah, here we go. Close the door behind you.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
I got ahead of myself. Special nightmares, I think that's what I'd call dreams. I'll wait.
Oh, do you want to play a waiting game? I've been down here a long time. I'm very good at waiting.
You do your best to patiently wait her out. But eventually, exhaustion starts to set in. Come on, wake up. We can't fall asleep down here.
Sure. Venture into the shadows.
You step into the shadows. Too late, you hear the quiet patter of feet against the basement floor, followed by the taut pull and sharp pain of tearing flesh as the princess lunges into you from behind and drags you to the floor. The ferocity overwhelms you, and as the princess rends flesh from bone, your limp fingers lose their grip on the blade. It slips from your hand, your one last means of defense, lying useless beside you in a pool of your cooling blood. I suppose you just lacked the will to fight back. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is.
My standards are in hell and doing limbo, but women. I love that all we've done so far is have an awkward conversation and get murdered, and you're like, this reminds me of why I love women. All women.
You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Hooray! Chapter 2, The Beast.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh my god, y'all are wild.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I really like this. She's going to kill me again!
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. If he doesn't remember what happened, then something else must have trapped us here.
It's gonna give me 27 stab wounds, specifically 27, no more, no less.
You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, though the only sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay the princess.
You know what, narrator? You're right. I should go do that.
A warning before you go any further.
Wink.
She will lie,
Actually,
she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature? I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell. That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously. Maybe.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We're taking the blade?
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
In order to save some time, we're not going to do the mirror shenanigans. We'll just keep going.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls.
Yeah, for sure,
up the
narrator.
stairs.
I can smell you.
She sounds almost feral.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't really have time to take a shower between dying and getting here again.
Impatient. Or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere. You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess. She is certainly not just a princess.
Pet?
You're not helping.
She's like, purr. Thank you for self-care, Panda.
It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Well, if we're gonna, you know, love any and all women and their rights and wrongs, then being their chew toy, I assume, is included in that, we're gonna stand still.
There's a shift in the humid air, and something enormous, the princess, lunges from the shadows, her maw unhinged and dripping, her eyes fierce and full of hunger. She is too quick to outrun, too nimble to outmaneuver.
Get bored, idiot!
Power. This is her domain. You are devoured.
I did get an achievement for that. Freeze. Freeze in front of a creature on your first meeting.
I guess that's it then, isn't it? Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't it. You are in a dark and caustic place. A thick, fibrous lining constricts around you, its slick surface impossible to grip. Your hands scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you. Your lungs can barely expand in such a tiny space. Not that the humid, finite air grants you more than a few shallow breaths at a time. The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin. You itch, then sting, then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
Oh, hell yeah, Lucky.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her. Her chains. She's loose.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage, but still a prison. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Does that work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here? Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something. You still have that steel claw. Tear through her before we are her. Survive. Or we could use it to make this quick for ourselves. If she needs us in order to leave, we could at least deny her that. That is a bad thing to do.
Okay, so we are on a timer here, so we're just going to go for it. We're going to dig with the steel claw.
Though you have little room to move, you use what strength you can muster to drive the blade forward into the thick walls of tissue digesting you.
I can feel you tearing through me, but are you swift enough for it to matter?
Your body is
Ouch.
violently jostled, the disruption causing burning
Jostled?
skin to slop from raw muscle, and you hear what you can only assume is the princess pulling against the door to the cabin.
The cage is still locked.
Dig with the steel claw.
You slice again, deeper, rooting through her meat with the tip of your blade, until at last it finds her beating heart. The pulling has turned to banging as the princess desperately throws everything at the cabin door. Your flesh screams as your reddened, spongy body is hit with fresh waves of blistering acid.
Still ouch.
You can't hold me forever.
Slay the princess. I would love to explore the other ones, but I think if we hesitate, we'll just get dissolved, and I don't want that. Stabby stab.
So your body is dissolving, eroding into unrecognizable shapes. Your will drives it forward. You have a target, and you will strike it. We're too late, aren't we? This isn't survival. This is spite.
I can neither confirm nor deny these allegations.
No, it's something better.
Ahab,
It's
strike the heart from the
feeling
belly of the
best.
beast.
Your lone, functioning arm lashes out, stabbing up towards the princess's heart.
So you found a way to kill me. Then we'll die together. And I will see you again soon.
All part of the plan, princess.
With those prophetic words, you do not draw another breath. Your body tangled and melting in the cooling folds of the princess's flesh. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I know that furry and vor often go together in the kink community. Definitely not. Definitely vor doesn't do it for me. That scene is uncomfortable.
But at least you've saved the world. I hope.
Chapter 3, The Wild.
We are a path in the
Same
woods.
time next week.
We have no beginning, and we have no end. But something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge. His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that?
Did you ring on my finger before we are a we?
That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here? I think this is our third?
Come on, hero, why you gotta give away the goat?
That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be. Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped.
About to make a British joke and realize that would have shot me in the foot.
He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye, or with a passing glance.
But now I'm so curious. You know I love British humor.
Shut up. The rest of you, talk. What happened? What did you do? Can she hear us if we talk?
I can hear everything, little one, but you don't have to be afraid of me. There's no place where you end and I begin. Nothing can hurt you here. Not anymore.
Oh, I like that. I don't feel so small anymore when you put it like that.
That's because you aren't small, even if you act that way. We're both so much more together than we were apart, and we can be so much more still, vast, unfathomable.
You're not mad at us for stabbing you in the heart, are you?
No. Are you mad at me for swallowing you whole?
Maybe not mad, but a little bit shaken.
Not really. It all seems so petty right now. She ate you. And now you're convinced that you're stuck together. What a mess.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
Yeah, we just need a better safe word. But yeah, the firm shut up is so good. I like this. The thing watching us, what is he?
I'm not watching you, I'm trying to help you. That's not an answer to our question.
I don't know what he is. I only know that he is something other, and that he wishes for you and I to tear ourselves apart.
I do want that, but only because it's in your best interests. It's in everyone's best interests. You won't be able to slay her unless you remove yourself from her.
He wants us to kill each other.
I don't. I want you to kill her. Don't be charmed by her faux solidarity. You're not in this together. She's the only one who poses a threat to the world, and she's trying to make you go along with it. You don't have to enable her, especially when you have what it takes to stop her.
I've had enough of this guy. I want to do... Which one do I want? I like I can feel the pressure of the outside pushing in on us. What are we supposed to do about it?
We push back. It may feel like he's everywhere, but presence isn't strength. Otherwise, he would have torn us apart by now. There must be a crack in the walls of this prison. There must be a way for us to be free from him.
Is that a High School Musical reference? Not exactly wrong. trying to use you. After everything she's done, you should be able to see that. I may not have been around to witness it, but clearly you remember what happened. How about you try remembering how it all felt? I mean, there's a chance. Otherwise, he would have torn us apart. Oh, right, right. My graduation class's music video, but turn inward and find your freedom.
You fall inward into a network of connections too vast for your mind to occupy. Are you a path in the woods? Are you a body? Can you even grasp the fuzziest edges of the shapes that confine you?
We can change to fill them together.
We don't need to be everywhere, we just need to test the boundaries. We just need to find the right place to be at the right time. You'd do best to remember that some wounds will never heal, some rifts can never be mended. Even in rebirth, some things never come back the same. What is he going on about? What does he know about us? You aren't whole. You'll never be whole again. This struggle is meaningless. Whatever you think you're doing, you will fall apart.
We don't need to be made whole. All we need to do is find a single corner of his cage and break it.
There's a place you need to be. You just need to find it.
You stretch and search and stretch and search, growing as you decay and decaying as you grow. As you strain beyond your limits, the ground around you becomes dry and unstable and crumbles into nothing beneath you. This place will fall apart before you find its end. This task, whatever it is you think you're doing, is impossible. All he has are words, and words aren't real. We're real. That's right, I know a loser when I see one. Call his bluff.
I can hold us together for a little while longer, so long as you trust me.
I trust you. Find the way out.
You won't find anything if I have to starve you. If I have to sacrifice my world to keep the princess at bay, I'll do it.
But you do find something. It's cold and smooth, and gently buckles, then cracks under the pressure of your consciousness, flattening against it.
Don't move an inch. Don't grow another blade of grass or harvest the remains of another dying creature so you can expand just that much further. Stop all of this, right now.
Between the three of us, we can keep all the princesses happy.
I think it's too late for that, mate.
I'm at your side. Shatter it and free us all.
Shatter the cage.
No, stop!
But his pleas disappear at the sound of breaking glass. For a moment, you and she gaze through the tiniest hole in the world, the place you need to be.
Job well done, team. Just like I'd planned.
Yeah, of course.
Is this what he kept from us? Is this why he made us kill each other?
It's beautiful. We need to be there. We won't be safe until we are. We won't be whole.
And then it's gone.
Where did it go? Why is everything so cold?
But you never get the chance to answer her. You turn to see her gone behind you, replaced by something else.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Like a European ray.
And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Sorry, hero. Ignore him. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. That thing reeks of death. If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
You know, I'm starting to think her place is with us. She showed us the way. The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. Time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. This here is so fun. Oh god, that sound... The music part would be fun. Everything else just sounds like sensory overload. The last time I went to even like a small concert, it was kind of hard. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
The biggest thing we want is to hear the entity describe each princess. So, the gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is like a shadow of me, twisting vines in search of answers. She will make for a curious heart. Do not mourn her. She has found what she yearned for.
Well, I'll take your word for it. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Fair, unless there's like multiple. Heard the word something in Nicole's voice, and my brain immediately autofilled it with nasty find its way down my stairs. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Oh, I hope this fucking ingestion is done soon. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
Witness me.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
You won't.
You won't.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Let's double this quest and pass it to the next person.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Lucky protagonist. Could forget if only to enjoy this entire game for the first time again. That would be interesting. We're gonna move right on to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I'm not sure I would want to relive my very first time playing it, since it wasn't a full playthrough and it, like, really fucked with me for, like, several days. But my first time streaming it, which was my first, like, full playthrough, I could see wanting to revisit that.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
I need you and others in the circle to bug me to play it, considering it was Markiplier that convinced me to. Yeah, that was part of what got me to give it another go after originally being, like, really messed up about it. Was it kept coming up in either my or my partner's algorithm. We watched Manly Badass Hero play it, but it was like an old version, and then Markiplier started playing it either right before or around the same time I started streaming it. And it was like, okay, this needs to happen. I had no intention of playing this game until it showed up. Funny that.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Now you want the 100%. I mean, yeah, same. That's why we're doing this. I can understand to an extent someone who's like, okay, that was my playthrough. I'm done with the game. You know, I had the experience that was special to me. But I'm like, man, I want to see all this shit. It's so good. Okay, so this time we're taking the blade. I have a plan.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
My general thinking of the kind of idea for the overarching plot that I wanted for this run was that round one, we kind of just bumble our way through and don't really know what to do with ourselves and just kind of act impulsively until we end up at the wild. And then upon seeing the outside via working together, we have this whole like, oh, maybe we should help her get out. And now I'm like, okay, but clearly the narrator wants me not to, so I need to try every cheeky thing I can to make it happen. Got my 100%, I think, 4 to 6 days after Pristine Cut. Nice. Did that once with one game, and that's because I didn't care about the game's ending, so it didn't make me feel anything. That's totally fair.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
We're just gonna foolishly be like,
Good. You're still listening.
hey, let's get you out of here.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No, actually. Where is it? I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk
Hey,
to
baby,
her.
give me some
Maybe she really is
sass.
a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
My emotional support. Not. I mean, I know multiple people who have a real one of those. Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed.
Those eyes get me every time.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Why not? A relationship? Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Oh. Hey, baby, what big eyes. I'm feeling down. My emotional support knife whispers to me. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't...
What's that emotional support knife? I should stab the princess? The narrator's inside the knife now.
Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
I don't know. She's really pretty. Well. Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Yeah, I'm gonna do what the cool branches said.
You know why you're here.
Those chicken nuggets. Well, apparently she doesn't need to eat, at least for long periods of time, so, examine the chains. I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
Nope.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there. If not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
I'll be here.
How many endings have you gotten so far? A lot. Let's see, back in... Was October my first time doing it? No, I guess it would have been August last year. Deleted my save to, like, start over and try to get the full gallery. And we're a fair chunk of the way through. It's been a while.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Stud, I have kind of slayed one princess. We got Vord and then I stabbed her in the heart. So, that was neat.
Is someone else here?
Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
You'd probably stab me in the heart too. I would never, Stud. You're too beautiful. Because that's the metric that we use to determine stabbage.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
See, this is fine, because we're going to slice her out, not stab her. That's the metric? Yeah, exactly. Save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
I did. I love Castle Crashers. Good old Xbox Live Arcade. I spent a good portion of a summer break playing Castle Crashers.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
The final princess is the one you would totally not stab? Yeah, exactly. What's Castle Crashers? It is a cartoony beat-em-up from the early days of the Xbox indie game scene. If you've ever heard of Alien Hominid, it's by the same people. Is it the Behemoth? Anyway, whatever they're called, they started on Newgrounds. But it's a really fun game. It's like up to 4 players. You play as these little knights who are like trying to save a princess. It's got some light RPG elements. It's very silly and a little gross. It's a good time. Highly recommend. It actually, weirdly, out of the blue, just got a like big art overhaul update a few months ago. Princess is offering a chicken nugget in Discord right now. Oh, hell yeah. Well, welcome back from ads. Even though the ad manager is telling me there's still 2.5 minutes left. Because it's useless.
She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
No! Warner.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect.
Her hair's always been covering her back until now, by the way. Hold on. I don't know if we actually get a good image of it here. No, not really. Unfortunate. Well, I believe you.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect.
This is one of my favorite pieces from Chapter 1. I love this picture.
Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist!
The blade. Move the blade.
I'm sorry, I know you're streaming, but Princess Pretty.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Made a new DLC or something maybe 20 or so months ago for Castle. Yeah. That was what it was. I don't remember if that was at the same time as the art, but I was like, wow, this is wild. It hasn't been updated in like many, many years. And then all of a sudden they're like, hey, more Castle Crasher stuff. Okay, cool.
I'll make this quick.
Yeah, it had like a new knight and everything.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Welcome back, Lucky. Just in time. Are we going to see some evidence? We can.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
We love an unbothered murderer princess.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Chapter 2, The Prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
You bastard, you're in for it now? I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time.
Yeah, totally.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Why does the narrator want the princess dead so badly? Well, we'll have to keep going to find out, won't we?
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Although, as far as we know from what he's told us, it's because she's going to escape the cabin and end the world.
The absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess. You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us. That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting. But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her?
Maybe.
Did you say something really mean to me?
Yeah.
Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all.
Sure you are.
Honestly, most professionals deserve having something mean said to them.
Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
There is so much room in between those two things for other things that could have happened, but thanks for the false dichotomy, I guess, narrator.
What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul.
Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are.
You're talking in circles.
No, I'm talking in facts.
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
Who locked her in that basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
Well, I mean, we're the fourth. Although it does surprise me how many people don't catch on to that.
Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Yes, right. We're here because we're special. Look, you're annoyed that you're here. I get it. I'm also annoyed that I'm here. But we're all in this together.
There it is again.
With a bit of a ticking clock right now, so please just get to the cabin.
Now hold on, hold on. The princess told us we were all in this together. And you didn't like that. Who are we all in this together with? I'm confused. You're being cagey. What are you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Encouraging that notice, fair enough.
Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to trust me here.
Fine. The only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her. And all she did was slit my throat. How's she supposed to end the world? What, she's gonna go around slitting everyone's throats one at a time?
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
What if the narrator's evil and the princess is just innocent? Well, again, we have to kind of wait and see what happens, don't we? It might be up to you to decide that for yourself.
You haven't given us an ounce of proof. You do know that, right? What proof could you possibly ask for? Literally anything. Fine.
Yay!
Check your pockets.
Evidence! Check your pockets.
You put your hands in your pockets and pull out an envelope with the words, "The Evidence," written across the front.
Of course. Canonical pockets, yep, somewhere on my feathery form.
Within, you find a note in your handwriting. It reads, "The princess will end the world if you don't stop her. This is an immutable truth." That doesn't prove anything. How do we know you didn't just forge our handwriting? I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please just trust that these rules are in place for a reason. I'm on your side.
I mean, I know I didn't write it because this is legible.
You mean you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to? Exactly. Because you not doing what I tell you to do means you're putting the world at risk.
Skeptic admitting our handwriting looks like that.
I think we've got everything out of him we're gonna get.
Alright, that's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Has the world considered a breath mint? Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
They forge. Yeah. No, I was on board with you. Yeah, how do we know you didn't just forge our...
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to.
Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud?
Oh, I didn't.
No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
For those not in the know, we make a reference to that almost at least once per stream. Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Thank you for the lurk, Lucky. Enjoy your nap. Blink.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
You mean it would be difficult to save the princess and slay the world without a weapon?
Good idea.
Thank you for self-care,
Much better to be armed
Monsoon.
than to go in with blind hope alone.
Also, hi, Monsoon. Welcome. Alright, again, to save time, we will skip the mirror.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Oh, looks pretty nice to me.
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
Chibi Princess. I've always found this picture funny given the amount of detail and seriousness in the rest of the chapter's images.
So much for cutting her out of here.
Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
That was there last time too, wasn't it?
It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Everyone's playing horror games? That's right. I just saw you put on RE2. I hope you enjoy. Also, hi, Poogie. Sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Yes, ma'am.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you were told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Hence the yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Let's do... What would you have me do?
Let me borrow that knife. Don't worry, you'll get it back.
Doing a bit of Gotta Catch 'Em All, that's right. I have a kind of headcanon run that involves unlocking a lot of gallery stuff.
That's ominous.
We're on cycle 2 right now. First one we did the Beast, and then the Wild.
But she seems confident. Whatever it is she has planned, I think she knows what she's doing.
Oh please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much should be obvious. In case you need to hear a voice of reason, it would obviously be unwise to give away your only weapon.
Nah, it's probably fine.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
So, what should we do?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Show her the tats, that way she knows you're loyal. She sees the Fury one and she's like, wait, I could look like that? That's cool.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
That doesn't sound great. What about the pros?
There are none.
I bet yeah, maybe we are sitting crisscross applesauce. I wish we could see.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Looks at them in an exasperated tone, goes, "Oh Lord, you're a princess prettier." Let's see. Okay, I'm trusting you. Give her the knife.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not.
Fuck
I am
you,
not
narrator.
letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place.
Do you think this will work? Interesting that you're only having us remain in place. It's almost like there are very real limits to your power.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The world ends if we fail, right? Her killing us might not be our only failure state, if you catch my meaning.
R2 time. I haven't actually ever played the original or the new one all the way through. But that makes them very likely to be dark, stir-frying a few. Nice.
I don't know where you're going with this. Could you explain? Yes, explain it.
Sure, I'm insinuating that we could kill ourselves. Ruin this whole thing.
You wouldn't.
I'm not afraid of dying. Are you?
A little. You got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor.
Skeptic. Listen, I'm streaming this on YouTube, okay? You gotta watch your language a little bit. I'd say you're gonna get me demonetized, but I'm not monetized. But still.
The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly as she raises the blade to her throat.
Extreme violence warning for those unfamiliar.
What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck.
Speaking of demonetization, yeah, maybe.
No.
I have seen some people blur this part out. Watch an uneasy silence.
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she saws through skin, veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. How would she do that?
Huh. So that's her play.
Killing herself?
She isn't dead yet.
Finally, you hear
Ouch.
a snap. Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens.
On YouTube would demonetize it simply because the game depicts slavery.
The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet.
Unalive herself, I thought she would kick the chains off. Well, hard to kick off the one around her head.
Oh no.
Her neck.
Oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations. You saved the world.
We did it!
Huh. So I guess that's it. What a way to go. But she is gone, isn't she?
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please?
Yeah, of course. There's no nudity, so we're good. Gotta make sure we don't traumatize the kids.
Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Now hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush? What's your rank?
Oh, and oh my god, Fanta! No! Okay, I'm good, I'm good. One nipple and you got a sociopath on your hands? That's how it starts.
I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us. I'm sure you can understand that. Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of a reason. She's left us with this dangling thread, and I need to know why. You're just wasting your energy. The danger has passed, and now we can all relax and enjoy your reward.
You know, I'm thinking that the therapist needs, or the skeptic needs an appointment with my therapist, because she frequently tells me that sometimes you just don't get to know why, and it irritates me every time. She's right, but it irritates me. Take the princess with you.
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it.
Leave the cabin and claim your reward.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
This
Got
is the end
him!
of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already... over? Is he gone?
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you. So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
But you did not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Decapitated heads do react to stimuli for up to a few minutes, at least according to anecdotal accounts from back in the day. I feel like I've heard something like that too. I was kind of thinking that when he's like, do I need to explain why decapitation is lethal?
And is that a...
Like, yeah, eventually.
Why is it here? Why now?
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
Sorry, boys, Daddy has to go. The voices feel small, distant, as you go out for cigarettes and milk. I mean, approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Okay, but first... you have any thoughts on this vessel? Super clue.
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Dribbling in your dress there. She needs some, is it Scotch Guard? I'm ready to go back. Some
I
napkins.
long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. For those who haven't seen the game before, I'm sorry I'm skipping through so much optional dialogue. We still have a lot to do. I would definitely recommend giving the game a go for yourself. There's going to be a ton to see that we are not going to see tonight. Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess. Again.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
One experience you won't want to miss, I agree.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Though maybe play it with company and or the lights on if you're squeamish. It can get uncomfortable. Continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Okay, so what we, the player, have learned is that the knife, when applied to the princess, can lead to getting her out. So we're going to skip a step and directly apply the knife to the princess. Easy peasy, 1, 2, 3.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
She might be a little surprised. But I promise, princess, it's going to be fine. Proceed into the cabin. Stabin! Apply directly to the
The
stabdomen.
interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We are taking the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I begat when he finally gets his pristine. Oh, because of the fucking muting thing. Oh my god, I'm so irritated that I'm glad you're enjoying that, because I'm so irritated that the congestion is still there. It usually doesn't last this long. I didn't even eat anything spicy or anything.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
It really does look that way, though. This time we're excited that she's the one in charge down here, obviously.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Continue down the stairs. No
You're
need to
still
talk.
listening to reason.
She'll understand.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is Is she really a threat to the world?
Who's there? You didn't let me say knock knock first.
Focus on the task at hand.
What if there was an option to knock on the basement door before you go down? Hello? Anyone home?
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Steel your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Ruin the joke. For that, you must die.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Oh, I will.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
No.
You lunge forward without a moment's
Yes, I will end
hesitation.
this.
You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
I love the thunk noise.
Oh,
You'll understand, I promise. She's understanding, chat. Here, hold
this
this.
is it, isn't it?
No.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
For now,
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
assuming this works the same way it did before.
Yes. Even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
It was nice to meet you. Accidental in Stars and Time reference, or was that very much on purpose?
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face.
Cue Seafrin cheeky face while you make these jokes about knives.
But is it over? Really over?
Of course it is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
They call it cleavage because you can cleave it. No.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
That's bullshit. Let me out of here. We gotta get her out.
What's done is done. And there's no going back now.
She was supposed to stand up and start going all zombie.
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Wink.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
You know, I think I'd be even happier if I had my emotional support knife again. Narrator, it's fine. You're fine. The cabin and you are far away from everyone else, and it's definitely not because both of you are stinky.
Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Hell no. Do you have any idea how to get us the heck out of here?
I do, but you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
I don't know. Sounds pretty good to me.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, And I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
He's right. It's the only way out.
Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
I do wonder in this situation how Hero knows that there's more for us to do. Or if that's just his way of expressing that he's fucking bored. Like, what else do you think there is to do? Has he slowly become the skeptic over the course of sitting around for untold amounts of time? Anything to get out of this hell.
Thank you.
I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
I'll take the honor of carving the turkey.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
I never, went down there to check if she had at least started going a little zombie. Also, what, is there no oxygen in this basement? How did it not rust? Oh no, she's hot!
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Chapter 2. The Spectre. I mean, what?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I may or may not have had you in mind when I was deciding what to include for this run.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
She won't be a problem.
I love cold. Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
Yeah, we can totally fix this up. I could fix her. Parentheses, cabin.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time.
What do you think this goes for on Zillow?
Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
One room cabin, spacious basement, shifts form whenever you die. May or may not include a dweller who doesn't require food, by the way. We can flip the mirror for a good price. Magic mirror that may or may not exist. Hello there, welcome on the YouTube side. Take the... No blade. I almost forgot.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister.
I mean, we
and a
can,
creaky
but...
wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent.
I've got really awkward news for you, narrator.
Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead.
He got bored and slept the other. I always think about that. Like, I guess when she was becoming incorporeal, the bones just happened to do a little switcheroo.
It's just like I told you.
And take
Before
on
you
a
have
different
chance to
shape.
finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
She's like, hello!
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
She is a ghost now.
Ghost!
Mommy? Sorry, mommy?
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Is it the feet panda? Is this a new panda lore unlocked situation?
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again, if we wanted to. We don't even need a blade. She looks fragile enough to me.
Fair. Wait and see how things play out. Dessert.
I see you don't
Oh my
have
god.
the annoying knife anymore. So, does that mean you regret what you've done? Are you here to apologize and make nice? Beg for absolution, maybe?
Listen, okay, I have a line of reasoning here. I saw you cut your own head off. I took your head outside. Everything turned out fine. And then I thought, oh, well, maybe I'll save a little time, stab her in the chest. She'll be fine, right? Because she wasn't actually dead when we thought she was dead. And then you were actually dead. So this isn't really my fault. I had a good plan, princess. It was a good plan. ASMR queen.
Because I might be interested in seeing a little begging.
Oh my. Let's do... Hold on. Thank you for self-care, Panda. I will do that while I flip through these. Hell yeah, I'll grovel.
Of course there is. You can give me the only thing I've ever wanted. A way out of this basement.
I forgot to
The place won't let me leave.
read the thing, but can I make it up to you?
I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
I feel like I really like the delivery on that line in particular. It's stuck with me always.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything would be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things. It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride.
This is where it loses me.
After all, you owe me.
Absolutely not.
Back here was used in Pristine Cut's announcement trailer at the end for Cage with the same emphasis. Oh, cool.
Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen.
It
Oh, I'm
would be
gonna.
catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it?
Rent is free. Come on in.
Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly. You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Da, 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 da. Sounds great. Do it.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her
Use the
dark rimmed
bar.
eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
I really was trying to help when I stabbed you in the chest, I promise.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
Yeah, still really cute. Love this face. It gets me every time.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul.
I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
She's just teasing. Well, what a way to tease. I mean, maybe it's because my very first run ever was... No, my first run ever was Stranger. My second run ever just after that was Wraith at like 2 in the morning. And I'm a squeamish bitch. Has left a little bit of an impression of this route.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body.
Wraith via Spectre, if it wasn't obvious, just in case. Although Nightmare probably would have been equally as bad. Or, I don't know. Nightmare is different. Nightmare evokes very different feelings.
You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels
Okay, Mom.
heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
So, it doesn't work like that for you?
Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
I've been playing Days Gone off stream. And this moment where we're like heavy breathing, that's like every line in that game delivered. They have so much like recorded heavy breathing in that game compared to any other game I've ever played. It's very strange.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass.
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am.
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, not in the slightest.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him.
You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
Person who was asking me a while ago about the narrator's motivations. Hopefully you're paying attention to this part.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Hey, narrator, shut up. Have you ever thought about that, narrator? Have you ever thought about just shutting up? Leave the basement. I'm fine with the noise. It's just another day.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
Heh.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do.
Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world?
It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world.
Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world.
I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn? Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Trudge forward. I don't remember if I've done the take the blade thing up here before. We need to do that at some point. I think I may have, but if I did, I don't remember. Anyway, that's not this run. Trudge forward.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
Those who haven't played the game, behind Comic Cat is the table and the pristine blade. Indeed.
We're so close.
Very important.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
Oh, that's good. Because this was the plan the whole time, kinda. We worked our way into the plan.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will.
Admittedly, we got you through it with even less of your body than the last time we tried this, but I'm doing my best, I promise.
Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Open the door.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open.
Being a biomech suit for a spectral princess has been an honor.
Collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see... yes?
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose.
But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world?
We're still here.
We're still us.
Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
I must go now. My world needs me. Whoop. Oh. You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
Oh, you actually freed me, didn't you? I'm sorry. Thanks for giving me a second chance, Philip.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
Looks like she just finished giving you a hug and immediately went into another hug. Lucky her, getting all the hugs. You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. Time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Cold hug that encompassed your entire body head to toe. I think that's called dying. Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Ignore him. You have to look.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Or being in a warehouse-sized freezer. That is also a possibility, yeah. You've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream of a life she could never have, but that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for a yearning heart. Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
I forget the name of the woman who did the singing for these parts, but man, her voice is enchanting. Fucking goosebumps every single time I play this. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Entire bit has me feeling like the one image of the little guy looking up and blushing. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
No way.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright, so we're going to take the classic opposite extreme in the same run situation. Continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
No thanks. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Amelia Jones is her name. All right, I need to internalize that.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
A good attitude?
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
And I'm about to break. She also did vocal work for music and Oh, cool. I'll see what I can do. Examine the chains.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and get large and
Shit.
heavy.
Sorry.
Far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
And give them a tug. Okay. I knew we didn't miss much.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
No, but I think you have the key to my heart. I need to stop talking.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe the key is still lying around somewhere up there, and if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Now, don't go
You attempt
running
to make
off
your
while
way
I'm
out of
gone.
the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Is someone else here?
Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Strangely familiar.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
7 minutes in heaven. Again, violence warning for those unfamiliar with the game.
She barely
Ouchie.
hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Both parties are dead by the time the door opens.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
No, the second one. Save the princess. Oh, interesting. I hope I... Okay, well, we'll pivot if we have to. But that's what you've been eating, princess. That makes sense.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
No, she didn't.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
I love the small detail that, like, her face is different, obviously, because she's got the different demeanor. But I love that the detail of her mouth being bloody from having bitten her arm, even though this is almost exactly the same picture as when we did it before. That's just so good.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Get a napkin.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Gotta say, our princess is being real messy tonight. Like, gives no shits about getting blood on her dress.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Kind of admirable.
What are you doing?
Warn her?
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
I will not resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
You can't just show me all that back and expect me to not stab it. Oh my god.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
I mean, people have for, like, centuries, if not millennia, probably millennia, thought that dying a painful death under the right circumstances was a heroic gesture, so why stop now?
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
Stab, sorry. Stab, sorry. Stab, sorry.
I'm sorry.
Like that.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last
First
thrust of the
time, leave it
knife,
alone.
your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
Oh, that's rich coming from you.
As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
On anime.
Everything goes dark. and you die.
Chapter 2, The Damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Yeah, she's got them giant squid eyes.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
If only you knew what you did to us, you villain.
Excuse me?
Forget he said anything.
But he is a villain.
He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
Last time? What are you talking about?
I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him.
You look at the Slay the Princess fan base.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Voice parentheses S of the smitten.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Imagine if Smitten worked like Twitch plays streams. I mean, he almost does in that one situation.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
No. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
But I'm standing still.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you?
That's right, villain. And you
No?
killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
Like how in contrast in Stars and Time acknowledging color in universe and ties it to the lack of color scheme. This game instead pretends that color obviously exists even if it doesn't, besides red and on occasion green and yellow. Like mentioning the trim on the carpet was golden. Essentially, maybe we, the player, are like maybe quiet can't see color, but the narrator's still able to describe it? Or has very limited color perception? I don't know. That's a fair point.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
I understand, right? What we see is what our protagonist sees. Okay, yeah, then. No. I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
Nah, that's fine.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
As long as we get her out of here.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Rescue the princess.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll... You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Yeah, her dress definitely does look like whipped cream from this shot. She's just that sweet.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Probably.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh, if only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Nice large set of eyelashes.
What do we do now?
We leave, and then we have our whole lives to figure out what we want to do next.
That sounds perfect.
Hooray! And then we leave skipping out together, tra-la-la.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
Honestly, I can respect the narrator for that one. Don't tell me not to mope. I will absolutely mope. Leave me alone.
And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Oh no.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right.
I love that
It isn't
line
fair,
too.
But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
I think I've got this. Open the door by yourself.
Okay, yeah, you've got this.
You place your hand on the door. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? Ha! I knew it. Your words are no match for the pure strength of our hearts, bound together as one. You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade, that's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
I have the power of love and princess on my side, and this pristine blade I found. I'm not doing that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Yeah.
Every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
Does he say that enough times in different scenarios that I can make a whole run where the narrator says he hates us every round? I know he says it in at least a few.
You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone.
Not enough times? Damn.
That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
Like, I totally get it, but it tickles me, and I notice every time when we hit the pristine cut lines like that. Smitten just sounds like totally different there. Just ignore them.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yeah, exactly. She suddenly hit a new recording booth. I mean, I guess the voices in my head can sound like whatever they want.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside. Our happy ending at last.
Oh, there he is again.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
That sounds healthy, Smitten. Oh, she got a hug. But you don't get the chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Abby went on record saying she totally would have given GA the coat had she remembered the line. That would have been amazing. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. You need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. That was easy. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Just ignore all the other conversations with her entirely. Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Only that one smitten line that sounds off. Is smitten in any of the other pristine cut stuff beside? Well, I mean, you can still notice for his other lines in that part. I think pretty much everywhere, because I think not only did his recording setup change, but also like his inflection on a lot of the characters changed a bit, which, like, you know, shit's hard. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Alright, I don't have a completely direct line of logic for what I'm going for here, beyond we're kind of looping back to where it all started. In a desperate attempt to free her in a way that doesn't feel so gaslighty.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Take, for example, Skeptic and Prisoner. Those lines after she cut her head off were changed to better fit for the pristine cut narrative. They don't sound all that... Oh. Okay, yeah, you're right then. I didn't actually catch that part. Interesting. My whole world's been turned upside down. Thank you for that. Go. Continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Paul's lines also at times go at odds with how they sound, given the situation, such as near the end or a small moment in Needle. Gotcha.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
No blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I'm pretty sure I'm still able to do the thing I'm trying to do, but if I can't, then we'll pivot. I have some ideas there.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Well, I've heard it dozens of times, so I definitely will.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
They don't usually clash all that much because of most of the self-contained in their chapter. Same for the art style evolving as we get later into production. That also makes sense. That's something that's really neat about Scarlet Hollow, since it's more like linear. Not spoiling it any at all, but just when you go from chapter to chapter because of the time it's taken to make it, like, it is wild how much the art has, like, the art was always good, but it's wild how much it has, like, I don't feel like it's as linear as improved, but it's just fun to follow the progress. Anyway, continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done.
Can't even draw Princess like in chapter 1 anymore. Pristine Cuts art style is how she does it now. Oh wow.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Oh no, let's talk about it first.
Okay.
Go back upstairs to retrieve the blade without saying another word. Good talk.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here. You'd better hope for your own sake that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing, but I'd hurry if I were you. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
Let's finish this.
Eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her.
Made adding new scenes to chapter 1 impossible. In fact, one of the very tiny changes this chapter got is that picture of Princess staring at you when her arm was cut off. Finally has an open mouth variant. It didn't before. Huh.
Where is she?
Wait, you can still close the door behind you? How would you get... Well, it doesn't matter. We're doing this. Because this gets me the last piece that I was missing for chapter 1, but...
As you step towards the severed
There
limb,
she go!
You hear the pattering of feet behind you, soft against the basement floor, then loud and desperate against the stairs. You turn to chase after the princess, but she's fast and has too much of a lead.
You can fight and kill her if you lock the... Oh, okay, okay.
She slams the door behind her before you can make it to the top of the stairs. The lock clicks into place.
I don't know if I've done it that way.
No!
I think I've only gotten to Witch via going to retrieve the blade this way. You get a unique death picture by doing it like that? Okay.
Thanks for letting me out. I'd return the favor, but I think we both know that I can't trust you to let me stay free.
I kind of like the transitional voice between regular princess and witch here.
With those parting words, the princess walks away, her quiet footsteps eventually fading as she leaves you and the cabin to rot.
It's like not got that
You're stuck here.
that lilt to it. but it's still got the I don't know, sass doesn't. Anyway, this thematically works better. Yeah, for sure.
It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. You don't know how much time passes before the end, but eventually it comes. The world ends, and you end with it.
Chapter 2, The Witch.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Hope y'all are ready for a fan favorite.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Don't worry, you can trust us to get the job done.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happens to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Accident? Bosses, but take the blade.
You take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yep. Slay the princess. That's what I'm doing with the blade. 100%.
Well, if we're
Why do you even
grabbing the
ask?
weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
You ready for it? I'm ready for it. You feeling cheated or smitten? Do I get to choose?
Something nasty finds itself
We're
on
doing
my
Thorn,
stairs.
which I think you knew that
Calm
much.
down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
I'd prefer cheated, though. I thought it was pretty much linear once I gave her the knife. Is it based on, like, when I give her the knife? Alright. Quick timeout. I didn't realize I had more agency here. Depends on what you say to her after giving her the... Okay. Hello.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is.
I mean, we didn't speak literally at all. I went and got the knife for possibly just as helpful as hurtful reasons, and then I left the door open conveniently, either because I'm a forgetful bitch or I wanted to give her a chance to escape. She'll never know. But she's making a lot of assumptions right now.
Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
Pick anything other than we're both hurting in the obvious one and you'll feel cheated. Okay. Because I think I would prefer cheated here because, like, I've been going for this whole, like, I'm trying to help and things keep going wrong situation. With the exception of the... I'm treating the last one as things went wrong in the sense of just feeling very ick about her just being like, yeah, I'll do whatever you want.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering.
Plus, I love
Task
the
is to
cheated.
Slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below.
Although, we can still get kissed with the cheated, right?
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom.
Gibby!
She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
Okay, you got me.
That's
If you feel
fair.
cheated, no, okay.
How would she know that?
I kind of figured, but we're still gonna do it. I'll still get new stuff.
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
She's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you? That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true.
Love the leg hair? Hell yeah. Furry time.
I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Yeah. There we go. Don't worry, the blade isn't for you, or not for killing you. We've got to get you out somehow, right?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
Which be like,
The princess
I
grins
love
as the
this fucking
chains fall
picture.
from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart.
Ah.
really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
So are you an iPhone or an Android person? Because it may determine whether I help you out of here or not. Oh, you didn't mean... I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. I think that's the only one where I give her the knife, and then after that, when she's asking about why I would do that. Yeah, okay. I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of my goodwill.
You can't
She
be
would just eat the
serious.
cards.
Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no. As do I. Abstain? You abstain? She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
Doesn't even know how to play poker, but she still wins. That sounds about right. This isn't a democracy. We're giving her the blade.
You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right? But of course you do. You toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
What do you think happens now?
If you're like someone I know, you're probably going to kill me.
Oh, hey, that someone is me, and yes, you're right. That is exactly what I would do.
I'm not you, that's why.
Her shoulders tense and her eyes dart away.
You know me too well.
The princess grits her teeth, and her cunning gaze once again meets yours. And then she
Ouch.
buries the blade in your heart.
I mean, but she cute though?
What? No. No, come on, that's not right. I told you this is what she was going to do. Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it. I got you. You...
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
If you do ellipses, she'll give you a somber and sad look of mutual understanding before she does the stat. Oh shit, I didn't even catch that there were ellipses. Oh well. Oh man, that would have been perfect for this too, since I barely talked to her.
But you don't have the strength to respond.
Oh well.
Nor do you have the time. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3. The Thorn.
You're on a path in the woods.
She stabbed us. She actually stabbed us.
Of course she stabbed us. We gave her the blade, which, I might add, I voted against.
But the whole point was that she wasn't supposed to do that. The whole point of giving her the blade was to break the cycle of violence, and she just killed us anyway.
I guess it really doesn't matter if she killed us though, right? We're back here, which means that everything's fine, or fine adjacent.
Like fine adjacent. Oh, okay, thank you, Panda.
Maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change. Maybe that's all it'll take to show her that there's another way to do things.
I can change, I can change.
You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try.
Give what another try exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right? Like that changes anything. We all know the game is rigged. It doesn't even matter if she's nice this time. I'm sure he'll find a way to turn us against each other.
Great, so you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once.
Twice, actually.
Sure. Twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know about the princess, and clearly you already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through.
We're going to free her.
Please don't.
I'm with him. If our previous encounters have taught us anything, it's that freeing her is a bad idea.
Let's just see how the wind blows. I'm not opposed to saving her, but let's not rule anything out just yet. Let's see what she has to say.
Now listen, y'all. We may not have a voice of the stubborn with us, but that doesn't mean I can't be.
Stop
We're
sitting on
doing
the
this.
fence and pick a side already. We don't need you waffling when things get hairy. I've already picked a side. Our side. I'm here to make sure that whatever happens, we wind up on top. Because that's worked out great so far. Well, we're not out of the game yet, are we? And again, I'll have you
Meta?
know, I wouldn't have gotten us killed last time. I wanted to stab her in the back, not hand over our precious backstabbing implement.
Silently proceed to the cabin.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I think it's clear where everyone stands at this point. I don't know if I'd say everyone. You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. The princess is a threat to you. She's a threat to me, and most importantly, she's a threat to the world. You know what you have to do.
Oppo is the sort to boast that he's a top, but he's usually bottom at best, a switch at worst. Lead into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is hardly an interior at all anymore. The burned-out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here, charred wood still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old. The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table, a pristine... Wait, this isn't right. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she? Well, it's not here. And if she has it, let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do. I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work. Of course we don't get to make a choice about the blade. Every single time we come back here, something has to be different.
Approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent. Might as well take a look while we can. There's nothing else to do here now that the knife has been taken from us.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. What are you doing? Figures. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it? Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us.
Enter the basement.
You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below. The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you. Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease, at least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved. I'd say this feels like a trap, but you practically said as much. Yet you still want us to keep going. They're only thorns. I'd say getting a few scratches in exchange for the lives of everyone in existence is a fair trade. I'm sure you'll manage. Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? I lock you away and you come back. You let me kill you and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
I want to free you. I mean it.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So, come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
Proceed down the stairs.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward.
Intriguing, she becomes that worn and weary that she sounds like harsh.
You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation. At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
I just said I'm here to free you. I'm not here to laugh. I'm here to free you. If you'll let me.
I want to trust you.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
You're not the only one who yearns for freedom. I'm as trapped as you are. I think we need to leave together.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
Literally all I did, okay, was run upstairs for a minute. Since then, I have been trapped in a basement alone until the world ended. And then I immediately gave you the knife with which you immediately stabbed me. And now I'm here again telling you that I want to let you out. All I did was go upstairs.
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you.
Yeah, a little bit. There's nothing I can say to change your mind?
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
I think she meant emotionally, you know, since you decided to go back up for the blade. I mean, yeah, I know, I'm exaggerating, but still. Well, that's the thing, though. When I did it silently, she doesn't know that I did it with intent to kill. Like, she can probably assume, you know, because it's a blade. But it's just funny, given that we've also let her out with the blade. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm being silly, but I still just think it's a little bit funny.
She's right. There's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own.
Mostly because I've barely spoken to her at all.
Careful with that one. He's not the smooth negotiator he thinks he is. But it does feel like we're stuck until we do something. If there's even anything to do besides make things worse. We're not making things worse. I think she wants to trust us.
Maybe it's past time for either of us to say anything. All that counts is action. Reach for the blade.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms.
You know, when you said hand-holding was your weakness, I wasn't going to press on which way you meant, but I think I just got my answer. And, same.
I'll be damned. She really gave it to us. It feels like it's been so long since we've held real power in our hands. I wonder what we should do with it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Panda.
We free her, obviously. It's the right thing to do. I think you're right. She's as much a victim in all of this as we've been. Besides, it would really stick it to him to free her. Or, hear me out, we slay her. Right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance.
Yeah, I fully agree.
That sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him. We've all said our piece. Now it's time to make our move. It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2. You don't count. And why shouldn't he count? Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
No, I meant it. I just wanted my blade back. Cut her free.
Yes, what a good idea. Let's cut her free. Oh, so you're suddenly team free her? You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision. I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action. Let's free this princess. Even if he'll stick a knife in our back as soon as he has the opportunity, it's still better to have him nominally on our side. At least that gets him to shut up for a while. See? We're all friends here, united in our actions and intentions. Yeah, united. But the other one has a point. If it keeps you quiet, sure, we're all friends.
Finally, I can give Kamekat a narrator of his own. Aw. Well, thank you for Burb, Panda. I'm actually gonna... We'll leave Burb on, but I'm actually gonna refund that because we're pretty late into stream. And you can have your points for other things later. Once I, once again, figure out how to do that, because I have to figure it out every time. Let's see. Settings. No, not settings. Rewards? That one. Sorry, folks. We'll be just a moment. Actually, I'll do it during the ad break.
You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not going to do that, are you? Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade. Is that really all you've got, threatening us with an accidental misstep? I expected more from you. Our blade didn't even waver when he said that. Yeah, you're right, he's a bit of a nobody, isn't he? Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning.
Oh my god. Hurts my soul to hear that description. Yeah.
The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks.
Hey, we got the I
Can't
hate you
make me
again.
Describe this. I hate you.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Remain
Her
silent.
hand slips into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs. Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out.
Last one is in Nightmare. Got it.
You're getting desperate, aren't you? Even more proof that you can't actually do anything to stop us.
Is that the one when he fixes himself a drink? I was thinking that might have been Damsel, but clearly it wasn't.
We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
Step into the thorns.
As you step into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield.
You can also get an utterly grim "you fool" out of him if you accept oblivion and apotheosis. I don't know if I've done that.
Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this? It feels so good to hear you say that you're admitting you've lost and we've bested you at your own game at last. I don't care what happens now. That's all I've wanted. You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance. We've already made our decision.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Happens a couple times. Adversary. Okay, yeah, okay, I kind of remember a few locking in endless combat.
Hands clasped, the two of you open the door and step out into a new day, you irredeemable murderers.
What do we do now? Where's everything going? Why is it so cold?
Well, we didn't do the kiss the girl, but that's still probably one of the most popular chapter endings. So, congrats, y'all. Four Piercing Cut, Thorn, and then Gradually Close to Release Spectre were my favorites. Close to release.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I do love that about this game. Like, I mean, there's a lot of reasons that something in it could be your favorite, but I think, because of how, like, strongly you can connect with this game emotionally, people's favorites say a lot about, like, their emotional experience, I guess. Anyway, let me see if I can figure out that refund while the ad is going. Maybe this will be the time that I internalize it. And mentioned more than once by Tony, the game is intentionally meant to be a mirror held up to you. That makes sense. It certainly is. Amusing that you would bring that up while we have the actual mirror in front of us. Son of a bitch, I'm gonna have to, like, actually look it up, aren't I? Is it under mod actions? Alright, fine. Your rewards, channel points. That's where I went. Clearly I'm blind. A few requests. I am blind. There it is. Reject. Oh, thank you for self-care, Panda. Alright, that's cleared out. Shit. Didn't mean to close that. Ow, my eyes. There we go. Alright. Having favorites reflect on what it means for you as a yeah. And I mean, there's a lot of different ways to look at it. Like, the most obvious is, you know, your relationship with other people, since it is literally a game about that. But I personally have spent a lot of time with it as a way to look at my relationship with myself, which is definitely not unique to me. But I do think there's a lot of value in it as a love story, not just literally as a love story in the normal sense. Anyway, approach the mirror. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different.
final. It's going to do something to us. I can feel it. If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
It is. One day I'll learn that. The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. I'm so happy that you keep 720 running. That it's just like part of the channel now. Even though I literally just needed to remember it for a few minutes. I love that. Mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. Then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Dad? Dad? Destroy the mirror. You don't need answers from the thing that lives in the mirror. You already know what you are. You're the long quiet, a vast and nascent god. And it's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin, one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there's no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find. Oh, hey, Red Beast, welcome in. They should go play the game and find out. We'll explore more in other runs, but I already started late, and I didn't want this to go forever, so...
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
She says after I spent the last 4 hours acting desperately to try to make a certain outcome happen.
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment? I feel like this one is them specifically calling out the people who said that the like individual routes don't matter because the ending is always the same.
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it.
I've been doing okay. Decided to take a break from Bloodborne today, but we'll be back on it on Sunday. But yeah, how are you?
Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Whee!
A thought is a vine, and some thoughts nurture thorns that bleed the soul, and endless growth that blots your vision and strangles your trust. When I succumbed to myself, you patiently stood by me and cut the thistles that rooted in my skin. Your compassion is what freed us both, but compassion is a thing that must be nurtured, and you cannot nurture that which cannot change.
Decided to take a break from Eldritch Horror Violent to enjoy some Eldritch Horror Affectionate instead. For someone who grew up hating horror, it is amusing to me frequently that my top 2 games are both Eldritch Horror. Address this vessel's statement directly. Of course I helped you. I didn't want us to hate each other.
Then help me again. We are each other's liberation.
Okay, on my end, been working on horror. I hope it's going well.
Your lever takes
Ouch.
into your body.
Ouch.
And another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
Yeah, but it felt kind of ick. Love when my lover stabs me over and over in the chest. Best way to spend a Friday evening, right? Let's do You've Done Nothing But Lecture Me since the minute I got here.
What you mistake for lecture is merely observation. I only want to help you.
She's the classic, I'm not being mean, I'm just being honest.
You can
Or
vainly
blunt, or
struggle
whatever.
against me, or you can follow the rhythm of our movement and find our freedom. A shiver passes through you as unseen fingers dance across your skin. They remember the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they don't return it.
Line is Nicole's favorite. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see you go? Yeah, I do like that one.
I offer you
Ooh.
a solution, and you take my hand in yours. You felt the pain you caused another, and you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was used to set me free.
Damn it, your feathers never they are good.
Without sin, there is no redemption.
And I would sacrifice everything to free you again.
And yet there is nothing left for you to sacrifice, so long as you accept me with open arms.
No, her. You stay out of this. Remind me of Harpy Ego. Oh.
Everything is to deny the truth in front of you. To live alone within the caverns of your mind is to trap yourself in them forever. But you found me, and we chose to trust each other for no reason than the sake of believing in something that wasn't us. Shared skepticism blossomed into freedom, but we needed to walk a path together to bloom. Would you stop our journey now that you've seen its beginning? What of those in the worlds beyond? Would you erase their paths to stop them from going astray?
I don't want to keep anyone still.
Nor should you. Nor should I. Our purpose is to be and to experience, and their purpose is the same. A web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves. The shade of a beautiful beginning we can never return to.
More hand-holding indeed.
Where did you end and I began?
When you felt what it was to be me, we held on to each other and pierced the veil of truth. Will you abandon that curiosity now that we are no longer joined in physicality?
Church Titanic. I still want to know what's out there.
Then leave with me, and we will see it all together.
Secret theme this whole stream was hand-holding. How many times can I hand-hold print? Honestly, I'm here for it. I won't leave with you, not until you see things from my perspective.
If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world.
As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center.
Handhold percent, slay the princess run.
Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
That one. The classic choice, but we're just trying to get to the heart. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine, which is that I want to let her out and I don't really care about you. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you. By which I mean get out of my way.
You is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Yay! Nothing.
She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
Alongside the massive chapter folders worth of pictures from the game I also have a dedicated folder to all the hand-holding that the protagonist and princess give to each other. That is adorable. I love that.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
And very vulnerable of you to share. I appreciate it. I'm ready.
Then let's go.
I like this part. This is cool. Quick, let's reassemble the construct.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all
Break
started,
dancing.
but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
I do, because I like this line. I'd like that for old time's sake.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows.
That tickles me.
There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know
Oh,
you're
I
still
broke
trying
it.
to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
No blade.
No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far.
Game Razor never skewered Quiet's hand, because I definitely would have put that in the folder.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
I don't know what you want for us.
She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us.
Continue down the stairs.
And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
There you are. You look just like you did when we first met. Let's talk for a bit. Maybe we can figure this out.
Sit with her. Alright, we'll take this part a little slower. Let's do... I'm sorry for all the times I've hurt you.
Don't apologize. The first time we met, I ate you. I'm really sorry about that. And I also think that it kind of outweighs anything you did to me.
Yeah, yeah, a little bit.
We both let things
But it's
get
not a
little out of
contest.
hand.
But if it was,
But we don't have to let that stop us from being who we want to be.
he treated her to dinner first.
You know, when she puts it like that,
Let's do, which princess are you? You look like you did the first time we met. Is this the real you?
I'm the princess, the one you've been spending all this time with. I know I've changed a few times, but so have you. And you're still real to me.
What do you think of her? What she wanted us to be?
I don't know. I don't think it's fair to judge her.
Oh my
It
god.
must be so lonely thinking that she's everything that matters in the world. Thinking that
Princess
she's the only one with all the answers.
is a fuckboy revealed. She's just like, ha ha!
I never thought about it like that.
Princess?
That does sound lonely, doesn't it?
Starts rubbing her hands together. I don't think I want to be a god.
Me neither. It's so big. It's so much responsibility. And at the end of the day, it just feels like waking up in another basement. It's something we never asked for, trapping us somewhere we never wanted to be.
None of this was ever really fair for either of us, was it?
I don't know. We made it to the other side, and we found each other. I think that means all of the bad was worth it.
What if we just leave?
Can we actually do that? What would that even mean? Where would we go?
Grab my hand. Take her hand in yours. Oh! Oh wait, I can do this again! Yay! I'm actually at my desk. Oh! Doesn't matter what it means. What matters is that we're leaving together. That's all I want.
I want that too.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
I don't know if I've left with a nice princess before. I probably have. Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it. Thanks for making all the hard choices along the way.
Leave with the princess. Hands clasped together, you and the princess leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. But there is an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You feel her hand tremble in yours. She's unsure of herself for the first time in her long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows this. Yet she still is. Then she crosses the room to the door outside, pulling you excitedly with her.
Come on, princess. It's just a door. Sorry, I'm just a little nervous. This is really it. Whatever happens next will be completely new.
Open the door. Oh! I love this game so much. That was a much more like heartwarming and a little bit silly run than the last one I did, which was really hard. Like, it was still awesome, but I was like, I don't know if I want to stream one like this again. Which maybe is why it took me so long to play this again, I don't know. But regardless, I really enjoyed that. Not really a sucker for romance, but that was cute. Yeah. It's not my favorite ending, but it is very sweet. Regardless, thank you, Black Tabby, for many, many hours of just all of the things. We've got a lot left to do. We'll be playing it again. Maybe not as long of a break. We'll see. Yeah, we're totally going to take a look at the gallery. I'm lost in my sappiness for a moment. There they are. Wednesday the snake spoons the cat and nubs the small monster. I love that they have a snake and an axolotl. That's so cool. Main menu. Memories. So we should have... Yes. We have all of the chapter 1 now. We are missing Damn Both of You to Incomplete Existence, which is a whole playthrough. It won't take very long, but we'll have to do that at some point. Honestly, we'll probably just skip most of the dialogue for that one because it just involves getting to chapter 2 or 3 and then leaving 5 times, and it's kind of boring. Love to make a game like this. It's very cool. End of everything, we still have a lot to do. We don't think there's a way for us to leave, but maybe there doesn't have to be an ending. We want whatever might be on the other side of this door, something new that we'll experience together. I kind of wonder if this is like a nice princess version of, I'm not actually totally sure with these two. And this game still made me feel this way after dropping off for so long. Damn it, the magic is still, I mean, same. Destroyer without any outside help. That one's gonna require a shit ton of planning. I've tried to leave some open that I know lead to that so that we can do a kill 2 birds 1 stone. That may be what we go for next time. And then I guess I'll choose between those two. Or save scum it maybe if we run out of other stuff to do. I don't know. I don't like doing that. And then as far as the ones we just did... Spectre, we're almost done. A spirit checks for a pulse. Abandon a spirit to its torment. Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually left when I've gone down there. I'm not totally sure what this one means. Spirit checks for a pulse. Holy shit, I don't remember that one. God damn. She Angie. And then let's see, we did Beast, which we didn't really get a whole lot of. I believe we got these two, Get Swallowed and Make Your Way to the Heart. Freer would involve something pretty similar. What great big eyes you have. I actually don't know that one off the top of my head either. Been here before. Okay, those we just have to get her to the end. So we can knock out 4 of these next time we do beasts. I assume this one has to do with like getting a good look at, well, we got a good look at her there. I don't know, we'll figure it out. The witch. Holy shit, I still have a lot to do. I know a lot of these are fighting dirty. Yeah. I considered that for this one, but then I decided I wanted to do the whole, like, stubbornly trying to free her thing. Fight her until the world swallows you up. One of you is always going to betray each other. Might as well be you doing the betrayal. Yeah, so I think we've got several playthroughs worth of stuff still in Witch, but also it's Witch, so hooray. Prisoner. We need to do the whole chain thing. We need to kill her, which we don't have Drowned Gray anyway, so that works out. Which I guess we wouldn't without anyway. You've been here before. Now you're here again, whole. Patient heart. Right. Okay, so we can get most of these by just inspecting that. I think we need to do prisoner 2 more times. As far as her own stills, we may need more than that for the rest of the cage stuff. Actually, we definitely will, but that's fine. Damsel. We gotta finish deconstruction. We need to kill her, I think, without deconstruction happening. Yeah. And then I think this is the deconstruction ending, so... a couple more of those. Shackling yourself. Okay, yeah, I figured. And we didn't do that many chapter 3s this time. Wild. Oh man, we only missing separate before ending it all. Okay. Thorn. I've gotten that one before. It is very sad. We're gonna have to free her again with Smitten to get the kiss, and that's it. So I guess we made ourselves have to do another one, since I really wanted cheated for that, but that's fine. It's not going to ever not be fun. Let's see. Is that everything we did? I think so. Yeah. Yeah, that was everything we did today. So, yeah. We're going to be going back to Bloodborne on Sunday. I doubt we're raiding tonight. Let me see. Yeah. And that's pretty much it. Oh, thank you for Pepe Panda for work. So we're going to be going back to Bloodborne on Sunday. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be difficult, but we will manage. And then Slay the Princess will definitely happen again. I'll try not to wait quite as long as this last gap, but we'll see. It'll just be a kind of spur of the moment since we can do these in one session. But yeah, thank you all so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and we will see you on Sunday for a very difficult session that I was definitely putting off today by doing this. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye, YouTube.